Moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history. Surpassing the towering Mark Eaton. Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And the basket by Gordon.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
3 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Maxey. Count.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama outside. Over Gordon, and the Spurs scoring again.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Maxey. Back to Embiid. Plenty of space. Again, Philadelphia.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here's Embiid. Maxey looking it over. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Maxey's got his second basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
It from three-point range.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Let's go to the sideline and see what's
Nice!
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Here's Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Right side, Gordon. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Maxey. Just 2 to shoot. And it's George missing. Spurs leading by 3. Wembanyama looking it over. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Pass to Embiid. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Fox. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Outside, George. The layup off target. Here's Castle. Finishes the break with a slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we...
Spurs, 18.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Outside, Gordon. Pass to George. Embiid the screen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox goes in. Yep, that one goes. Fox has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Outside, Maxey. Dash to Edgecombe. Shoots over Vassell. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Control, confidence, Edgecombe showing it all from the midi.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle.
So every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
The 76ers trailed by 7. Maxey attacking. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Here's Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. For the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside, George. Sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And you look at Edgecombe, he had really good assist numbers in college, and there you could see it translate at this level. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Maxey. Fox with the steal. To the wing right side. There's the pick. Here's Wembanyama. Vassell outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Outside, George. Outside, Maxey. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Hedgecomb. Lays it up and banks it in. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game? Well, it's Wembanyama. Hammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Here's Castle. And stolen by Vassell. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Castle misses. And here are the 76ers now. Trailing by 5. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. It's stolen by Wembanyama.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Look, I understand you want to fight for the basketball, but you also have to be smart about it.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
So he gets them both.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Here's Maxey. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Maxey with it. He's got 14. And the rejection by Wembanyama. All going up court. Embiid with the steal. Outside, George. A rebound by the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fox deciding where to go with it. And here's Barnes for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's an 8-point San Antonio lead. Right wing. Embiid wide open. The 76ers again can't hit it. Pass to Wembanyama. Easy work down low for Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. By the tail end of the low win total was actually in their best interest.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. 6 to shoot. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
It's Fox with the drive. Here's Wembanyama. Yes, that goes in. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Guys, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And that one's good, Barnes.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Pass to Edgecombe. Down low. Fox with the steal. Here's Castle. Powered down with both hands.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Number 5, Quentin Ryan.
Outside, Maxey sinks the triple. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Harrison Barnes getting it done for the Spurs.
49.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs leading by 12. Outside, Fox. That's another one for him. Fifth in just 7 shots.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense and just seeking out the best shot.
There's Gordon with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Gordon's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Goes in, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
It's George on the wing. Five to shoot. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside, Fox. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And don't sleep on Maxi's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Outside, Fox.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. He really knows how to get himself to the line.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, he have something in his eye on that shot?
That is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
Here's Maxey. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jacks up a three. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. San Antonio leads by 8. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now Maxey. Here's George. Now Maxey. From deep. No good.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Outside Gordon. Here's Maxey. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 misses.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Can't get it. Spurs leading by 10.
Second team foul.
Outside, Fox. And there's the drive. Slams down the alley-oop.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for San Antonio.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Outside George. Clock at 4. Now Gordon. For 3. Buries the deep ball. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wembanyama. And they come back with a three of their own. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. And Embiid pulls it down. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Outside Edwards. A three for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Odd pass to George.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels left side. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Randall. And Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Here's Edwards. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Maxey with it. Picked up by Edwards. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Finally, after all those claims, someone comes through for them.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Here's Maxey. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he lays it straight in.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Out to Edwards. Launches a three. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. The 76ers leading by 7. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you, Kev.
Great mentality. All right, Allie. Thank you very much.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Edgecombe. Lays it up and banks it in. Edgecombe's got 5.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Here's Edwards, and it's good off the glass.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to George. Jacks up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers leading by 7. It's George on the wing. Pass to Maxey. Takes a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Maxey with it. On the wing, George. Three-pointer. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Edgecombe, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Step back and squared up. DiVincenzo's got 7 points.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Right side, Maxey. To the paint. Gobert brings the double team. Clock at 2. And that one's good. Maxey. 6 points for him.
What an adjustment by Maxey. That will be available.
Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. It's good. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Outside for George. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
The call will be against PJ Edgecombe. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close.
Now DiVincenzo. He has 7.
You know, you can see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
And here's Maxey. 6 points for him. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Left side, Maxey. 5 on the clock. Nice move. And slam dunk by Maxey.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. with the rebound.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. McDaniels got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Back to Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, Maxey goes hard at the inside deep, basically taking away their good options.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 1. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Outside Edwards. Gobert the screen. Floats one. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now, here's Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maxey puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Sometimes he can force them to foul.
And he makes the first. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Up top, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Outside, Maxey. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looked so composed amongst those trees.
Didn't think that was going to go in. DiVincenzo's got 10.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Maxey into the lane. And rejection by McDaniels. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Drummond. Still scoreless. Clock at 6. Rebound, Minnesota.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that will allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Randall. So the wing on the left. And he banks in the lane. Randall's got 6.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Maxey with it. He's got 16. Flies it from 19. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Maxey's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Capitalizing from the mid-range. Maxey just taking what he sees and making it available.
We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. There's Anthony Edwards. Misses the one-handed jam. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Left side, George. To the middle. And it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Now it's a 7.76ers lead. A 3 for DiVincenzo. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. And the 76ers with possession. Now Maxey. 20 points for him. Basket good. Maxey's got 22.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And Randall throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Tyrese Maxey, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the inside. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. A 3-ball. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it. You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Outside, Maxey. On the wing, Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up Maxey. And rejection by McDaniel. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort. Not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. Clock at 4. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Philadelphia leading by 5. And here's Maxey with the drive. 2 points. That one goes. Maxey's got 24 points.
Turning on the Jets, Maxey found the lane and made them pay.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Maxey fires. And he hits from 17.
Willing that ball in. Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
They swipe it. Goes up. Jammed in. He was headed straight to the hoop the whole way.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Launches from deep. Does not go in. Oh, he really...
Can't take the play, don't you jump in this ball pit. Used to work out Harbor Freight, but now this my office. Can you believe they pay me all this money just to talk? Look, I'm vibing. Look, we mobbing. All in got timing. What? I'm shining. On these records, this ain't silver, it's white gold. Wait till I get them diamonds, it's gonna be a chokehold. K.O. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the fruit that fell early. Slither with these snakes, homie, Lord have mercy. Hands in his chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges. So who the I look like if I slow up now? Talking out that neck, but calm that down. Used to let that slide just to keep folks around. Now I keep in my bag in case they get loud. We pipe that smoke down. Don't get me rowdy. These can't rap with me. Say they proudly. Bad Mike Lowry. Serving face in season. I even brought my Lowrys. They like my little voice. They think they sweet. They think they gon' beat this little caramel. Well, I'm the new age Eve. Forbidden gems up my sleeve next to that. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the fruit that fell early. Slither with these snakes, homie, Lord have mercy. Hands in his chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges. phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put them in.
And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K. Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And it's Gordon missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Fox gets it to go.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. George with no one around. Offline with his three. Here's San Antonio now. Now Castle. Outside Maxey. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And they double up Maxey. The three from George. Sinks the three-pointer.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama's got 5.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And here's Maxey outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And I I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Reigns.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just back.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad... blood between those two.
Assisted by...
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
The wide open look here for Fox. Rebound by the 76ers. Down low. George. And George with the stuff.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Wembanyama. He has 5. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Outside, George. That ties it up. George has got 7 points. Let's check in now with our Allie Laforce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle a defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So Coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Kevin?
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he goes in for the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
They grabbed their own miss. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Fox. Goes back up. Wembanyama outside. A three-pointer off the mark. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
The Spurs, 14.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Maxey with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Maxey, no good. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
And here's Vassell from the arc. It's good on the putback. Cornette's got 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Back to Gordon. Outside, Maxey. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected picks.
Outside, Maxey puts it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 6.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Here's Wembanyama. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Count that one. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
It's Vassell on the wing. Driving to the basket. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Here's Maxey. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
To the middle. And stolen by Drummond. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Can't connect from short range. The Spurs with the lead. Pass to Vassell. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Maxey into the lane. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Outside for Wembanyama. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him.
13 foul.
43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama down low.
An active and alert defender. Drummond does everything he can to make opponents uncomfortable.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. He's it from 3-point range. Maxey's got 13.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And Fox gets it to go.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Pass to George. Out to the wing. And stolen by Wembanyama. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's San Antonio. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
The kick out to Fox. From outside the arc, it's Drummond with the rebound. 76ers trailing. Here's George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Maxey. For the tie. Rebounded by Castle. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Maxey.
And his active hands right there prevented that entry pass.
And George with the stuff.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Pass to Grimes. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Spurs substitution.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Grimes. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively to show what his ceiling is. A much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely. Unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
Fox, no good. Pass to Grimes. Offensive rebound. 76ers moving the ball around. From deep, Maxey does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. Here's Vassell. From deep three-point land, tips it up. Wembanyama on the follow. Wembanyama's got 15.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Here's Fox. Yep, it counts. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to George. On the wing, Gordon. 4 on the clock. On deep, Maxey. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
They play the clock right. They go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Outside, Gordon. Pass to George. George, double teamed. Kicks it out to Gordon. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Gordon's got his second basket.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. But when you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, they still have the lead. Now they have to protect it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Drummond. From deep, Maxey, what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's the Spurs now, trailing by 2. Unloads. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Into the lane. Pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. So it's Philadelphia now. And they double up Maxey. It's Grimes on the wing. Gordon a screen. 5 to shoot. Maxey. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Harper with the ball. George picks him up. Harper, no good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Goes up on the high post. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Outside Harper. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. On defense, San Antonio. Pass to Gordon. Here's George. In the corner, Drummond with it. 4 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. And it's George missing. Outside Harper. Now Castle. Vassell. It's good.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch and shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Up top, George. Here's Maxey. And they double up Maxey. Al Gordon. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Now George. Just 2 to shoot. Down he goes for 3.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Now Harper. Barnes. Cleared away by George. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Maxey with it. And they double up Maxey. And stolen by Barnes.
And you know what? The double team there, that quick hitter threw up for a loop there and forced the turnover. Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Well, you would think by now they would have learned their lesson defensively. You have to stay connected to him.
Gordon fires. From 19, that one goes.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And stolen by Gordon. Maxey on the wing. And they double up Maxey. Jacks up a 3. Wembanyama reels it in. The Spurs with the lead. Can't get it to go.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Here is Wembanyama. And another turnover here by San Antonio. A lot is on the line here.
Brown is so focused.
Outside, Maxey. And stolen by Barnes. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from three. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
And does the pressure affect you? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here. Count it! Count it! What awareness!
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a three to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. And here's George. Maxey. And get the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Jim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure.
Boy, does he stun the crowd by answering right back with that triple to get the game back to even.
Fox with it. Maxey covering. It's Fox with the drive. Fast break. Here they come. George. And the layup is off. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Now Wembanyama. Showing off the post move right there.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Outside Jordan. Here is Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Maxey into the lane. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And San Antonio has possession for 3. They get a hand on it. 76ers trailing. Now the 76ers on the break. Outside Gordon. Takes the 3. He drills the 3. That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
Guys, more than a roar, more like an explosion.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was.
Invented for. Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? down with 3.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Barnes outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Vassell. And the layup is off. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here.
I hang in the trenches with my partners, Count Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Count Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, it's up, then that means it's official.
Hey, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. Yeah, I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with she think you gon' me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. The game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. And free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. Yeah. If you ain't never calm down, I know. So I approached her with my palm out. Was on that she in the county ring songs. Yeah, risk taker, beat that Glock with 50 on it. Yeah, hey, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it. I'm just on it. Not no fool man without no who got for cousin, don't slide but won't. I gave that when this can't seem to shake them clips of horror. Folks told me pull up to AZ, he got the for us. Stop viding on your war stories. Hey, another we need some more. We up the most, you know that been a score. 2-1. Yeah. Brother, tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with think you gon' me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. And free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. If you ain't never calm down. I know, so I approached her with my palm out. Was on that she in the county ring song. Yeah, risk taker, beat that Glock with 50 on it. Yeah, hey, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it.